What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you haven't seen Kong Skull Island, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything about the movie, but I am going to be talking about the post-credits stinger, so if you do consider that spoilage, or spoilers, then this is your warning to click away from the video, go watch that, and then come right back. And I do recommend watching Kong Skull Island because that was an awesome movie. There's tons of action, they went a whole different direction with King Kong, and I loved every second of it. But if you have seen Kong Skull Island and you were smart enough to stick around for the post-credits scene, or even cared to stick around, then you were probably fangirling out as hard as I was and most Godzilla fans were. So without further ado, I'm basically going to dive right into that and explain everything you need to know going forward. So it starts off with Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston sitting in a locked room demanding answers as to what's going on and why they're being held there. Yada yada yada. All of a sudden, Houston walks into the room telling them that Kong isn't the only monster, the Earth never belonged to us, stuff we basically already knew going into the movie. But then the unspeakable happens. He pulls out the old projector and starts showing us images and videos. First on the list of pictures he reveals is Godzilla, and then Rodan, and then Mothra. Oh, and then King Ghidorah. Now, if that wasn't enough to get the heart rate going a little bit, they then reveal Godzilla using his atomic breath on King Ghidorah. And my oh my, that is one big monster. I mean, we know from the last movie that Godzilla stands about 350 feet tall, and in this little cave drawing, Ghidorah makes Godzilla look like a chihuahua. Now, unfortunately, a lot of kids growing up probably didn't get to watch many Godzilla movies, and to them, I say fear not, little ones, because I am here to break it down for you. But first, I have to start out by saying this won't be the first time that we've seen Rodan, Mothra, and Godzilla team up to fight King Ghidorah. Now, this actually happened back in 1964 with the release of Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. I mean, don't get me wrong, for back in 1964, about 30 years before I was even born, the graphics were probably amazing for a movie like that. But I can imagine 2018's sequel to Godzilla will have much better graphics. Now it's unclear at this point if Kong will make an appearance in this movie, but it is clear that Kong will appear in 2020's movie Godzilla vs. Kong. But with the help of Mothra and Rodan, Godzilla should have sufficient help to bring down the three-headed monster. So let me just take this time to jump in a little bit into Rodan's history and who Rodan is, because I think we all know who Godzilla is. I think we all can basically put two and two together with Mothra, and we know King Ghidorah is a three-headed monster. So Rodan. He first appeared back in a 1956 movie called Rodan, in which there were two of these creatures who were basically inseparable from the other. After destroying a city and being injured by a fighter jet crashing into his wing, both Rodans went back to Mount Aso. Now, after Japanese intelligence found out about their little hibernation hideout, they bombed the active volcano, which caused an eruption. Now, one Rodan was hurt badly by the lava and was unable to flee, so naturally the other one flew down to be with the other and to die together. That's actually really sad, and a lot better of a love story than Twilight, that's for damn sure. Now, upon 1964's movie Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, it appears as if Rodan was resurrected from the volcano and is portrayed with a lot of personality for being a monster. Rodan broke out of the crust and began to fight Godzilla. Mothra then tried to intervene because King Ghidorah was a much greater threat than either of them, but Godzilla and Rodan basically agreed that humans have never done anything but hate them, so why would they want to come to their aid against Ghidorah? After much bickering, Mothra, who was in larva form at the time, went to fight Ghidorah alone, and after feeling sympathy watching Mothra get the two-piece from Ghidorah, both Rodan and Godzilla put their differences aside and all teamed up to fight Ghidorah and make him fly back into space. Now hopefully in 2018 they can come up with a better ending than just to shoot Ghidorah with some webbing, or else, you know, why not just call Spider-Man and leave Mothra out of the whole picture? But either way, with 4 monsters being basically confirmed for this movie, we can expect a lot of destruction and kaiju fighting. And to be honest, I'm guessing this movie budget is going to have to be up in the hundreds of millions of dollars range if they want to get the amount of destruction that a lot of fans are going to be hoping for. And by a lot of fans, I mean, you know, me. So that's gonna wrap up the video. Just a short breakdown as to what we can expect from Godzilla 2 coming out in 2018. Hopefully it can live up to the expectations that were set by the first Godzilla film in this MONSTERVERSE, and hopefully they can make Ghidorah as monstrous and as vicious as ever. So be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like the direction that this new Godzilla movie is taking by introducing all these monsters? And more importantly, do you expect to see Kong in this movie? As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to click that like and subscribe button for more videos every week. It really helps out the channel. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.